Everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a custom tab on your Facebook page for your business or hobby page. And this page is going to be using a HTML page inlaid into the Facebook site. So in order to do this, you're first going to need a hosting company. I'll be using HostGator. You're going to need a SSL certificate for your domain. So for the SSL certificate, let's see if we can find it up here. Choose your domain name, just get the cheapest one. It takes about a half hour to get all set up, and then you should be ready to go. You're also going to want to make sure you have an FTP account for that domain, so go ahead and set it up however you want. I would just give it the main directory unless you're letting someone else use it, and you'll be using that to upload the HTML to your domain. Even if you have WordPress installed, you can still do this. You'll just have to make a separate folder. Then you can have one SSL certificate for your domain that also works on the Facebook page. So you're going to need to go to developers.facebook.com and click on Apps. And let's see, we're going to choose Create a New App. And let's just name it Test. And you can leave the rest of it blank and click Continue. You also do a CAPTCHA. Alright, so now that we have test, you're going to need to enter your contact email, your app domain, so this will just be www.test.whatever.org. You don't need HTTP or HTTPS there. You're going to disable sandbox mode, and down here click on Page tab. Name your tab, and this is what it'll probably show up as, so you can write I love Facebook, and that'll be what it shows up in the tab. For the Page tab URL, you want to do your HTTP address. For the secure Page tab URL, you have to do HTTPS, and they should be exactly the same, with the difference being the S. You can pick a image here, click edit, it'll tell you what size you have to have it as. I think it's 111 by 74, and it has to be that exact size. And then you're going to click Save Changes. And you can see down there, I went a little bit fast, but the width is 810 pixels. So if you don't use a template, you have to make sure it's 810 pixels. So this isn't going to work because I didn't set the right domain. So you make sure your domain name and the domain name down here are the same. What you're going to do after you have that set up, you have to type in this special address into the URL bar, and I'll put this below the video. So basically this will connect your app to your domain. So where it says your app ID, you're going to delete that and enter this app ID. And then where it says your URL, you're going to type in your HTTPS and then type in your domain. And then hit enter on that URL. And it'll let you connect your tab to your Facebook page, and I already have this connected. So it'll give you an option if you have multiple Facebook pages to connect it. So once that's connected, then you need to get a either a template or you can build your own. If you go to ThemeForest, there's a ton of great templates. I really like this one by Young Pro. It's only $13. So you download that, you're going to edit it in Dreamweaver or whatever your HTML editor is, and then use FileZilla and find wherever you have those files saved on your computer, and then find your domain name. You'll right click on your domain name, click Create Directory, and that's how we have this test, and then just drag whatever files you want into your test directory. Now there's WordPress installed on the site, so it just makes a separate folder, and then you have to have seancorn.org/test as the URL that you used in that Facebook application. And once you have that set up, you should be good to go. Everything should be connected properly. If you have any questions, feel free to visit me at my website.